got 4 Humvees. You're clear. Light them all up. All right, fire it. Keep shooting.
A video was leaked today depicting what appears to be a U.S. military helicopter firing on unarmed reporters.
12 million people have seen that video. You still want to tell me you think it's just a little website?
They have an agenda?
Truth, justice, the American way.
I think it's something that affects every citizen in a democracy. It's a film that has at its heart the subject matter of transparency of information and access to information and the ability to question structures and institutions of power and our right to do that in a democracy. And it debates how complex morally, socially, politically, and legally whistleblowing the transparency of information is.
Man is least himself when he talks in his own person. But if you give him a mask, he will tell you the truth.
I had a very brief email exchange at the beginning of the film where he basically said, I don't want any part of this film, and that was the end of that communication. No, the real influence was recorded footage and accounts, including his own, his unauthorized autobiography.
One whistleblower, someone willing to expose those secrets, that man could topple the most powerful and most repressive of regimes.
As well as calling it an act of propaganda, has always described it as the anti-WikiLeaks movie. And I think anybody who sees this movie will, that's one thing that's just, it's a flat-out celebration of WikiLeaks and what they did, So I think, yes, there are scenes that are critical of him. I think ultimately, I hope, a very, very balanced portrait. I think he might ultimately be surprised. We'll see.
So we need to publish now.
This is the biggest leak of classified information in history.
We're on the verge of a major international crisis.
If you want to do this, you have to do it now.
We all have 5 seconds.
What's going on?
5 seconds. It's just you and your ego and the lies you tell to get whatever you want.
This is information the world needs to know.
We need to crush these guys.
It's life. Times is life.
If you want the truth, you should seek it out for yourself.